Good morning. Woo! It is. What is today's date? Is it the 14th? Today's the 13th. I didn't even have to look. Yesterday was my grandfather's birthday. Dick. He had a birthday. He turned 77. The other grandfather has passed away, unfortunately. So, I wanted to make another video wearing my tequila hat, which I got from Bob, wearing my pens. This is from the oldest university in all of the Americas. Se llama la Universidad Nacional Mayor de San Marcos. Do they have it on there? Facultad de Medicina de San Fernando. And this one is a humanism pen. And I'm listening to Sophie Hunger. That is not her name by birth. Her song is called, I think, Perpetrator. It's about me. It's about you. It's about us perpetrators. Oh, look at, we got the meditating monkey in the back. And a stack of documents that I have to tend to. So, I'm going to rape the children's soul. What exactly does that mean, other than accomplish the antithesis of Martin Luther King's dreams? Well, what it gets to do is taint and paint of true color the most sacred symbol of health and life for the entire world, for all of human history, recent history, for the last couple hundred years. I get to rape the soul of medicine. What brings life, what carries life out, right? Medicine. We're dealing with life and death here, aren't we, doctors? Or are we just causing life and death? Probably just causing death. It's a little bit more tricky to cause life. Although I would know a lot of doctors that would like to claim that they can create life and create death. The end of my supposition is that doctors are merely capable of creating death, not life, because they're my cunts. So, this is what the process of raping a child's soul is like. The first thing you do is you get the soul. Okay? It's kind of like a little bag. It's like an ostomy bag. Except for there's no holes. There's no fabricated or pre-manufactured holes in a soul. Unfortunately, there aren't. So the first part of raping the soul is you need to put a hole in it. I think a good way to put a hole in it is with a sharp object. I don't have a scalpel or an X-Acto knife. This is a very dull knife, but you know, you just want to put little holes like that in the soul. Okay, and then you can push out an area. You know, we're talking, what do we need, like a centimeter, 2 centimeters. And then what you do with the soul is you put glitter inside of it. It's empty. It's a human soul, right? It's empty. And so we need to fill it up. And in the hole we put glitter. That's the first thing we put inside. The next thing we put inside, you can choose. There's some options here. Okay, This is a deterministic algorithm, and it's not non-deterministic. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, you cunts. And so you can pick to either put a plastic spoon inside the sole or a plastic fork. Those are your options. I'm gonna go with the fork. I think it's got a better feel to it. It has prongs, so I'll use the plastic fork. And then it's definitely important to find a very old penny. You want a very old penny, one that has some gums stuck to it, that's black, and then you put that inside the sole as well. A very dirty old penny. And 3 pebbles. You get small, like not rocks. You want pebbles, very small pebbles. You put the pebbles in there. I think probably you could then cough into the hole, or you can sneeze. Again, these are our options. I would. I think I'll cough. I'm gonna cough, and then the last part is to cover the hole of the sole that we put in there, and we use our own feces. So you need to get your feces. You get your feces, and then you cover the part of the sole where you put the hole in. The last couple of steps now, they're the fun steps. What you do is you dip all of the sole. It's filled with glitter and things now, and you dip it into alcohol. Okay, 100% alcohol. And in fact, if you can find 200% alcohol, I would definitely use the higher percentage alcohol. So 200% alcohol. You dip the sole into the liquid. And then what you do is you need to string it to a tree where you've put the rest of the soles. And then you don't light the tree on fire. You just light the soles, okay? And then, right? Because it has 200% alcohol on it. Now, some soles, when they're burning, they squeal like that, right? Other ones crackle and pop. You like flesh burning, right? Or we could just say the flesh of tree, wood, right? Wood burns and cracks and pops. Some soles, now you need to be careful. They might explode. Don't get glitter into your eyes. And if you chose a fork, well, you're like me. You live life on the edge. The fork might fly. If there's one of the soles, one of them inevitably will just, okay? And it's more like a boom. It's like pop. All right. It's kind of how it works. And then so all my favorite. Before we go on here to complete the painting of what I'm about to do to the doctor's children's and judges' children's souls, their S-U-N. There's some, it's beautiful, being a human, because there's certain frequencies that we can't hear, right? That are too high or too low, vibrations. And so some of the souls, they squeal at a pitch so high that you can see the reverberated heat flames around it. It has a pulsatile look, and it's because it's squealing at a frequency. It's completely silent, but it's squealing at a frequency that's so high you can only see the coherent vibratory pulsatile nature of the squeal. And of course, it's not vibrating at the same speed as the squeal. It's just that when the vibrations occur, sometimes they can lap onto each other, and then you get like a rogue wave, right? And so it's you know, you just, it's like literally having the blessing to view many rogue waves. It's beautiful what the flame of these souls do. And anyways, so then the whole picture is, then you have a tree with all of the souls burning, and there's not blood on the leaves, and there's no bulging eyes, there's no crooked smiles or mouths, there's no flesh to be wrought by the sun, but there is glitter that is dripping, melted and gooped together, and sometimes the spoons and the forks and the pebbles and the penny, they're just all mixed in, and just globs of shining flames dropping onto the leaves of the tree. There's no smell, surprisingly. No.